Well, it's time to dust off the cobwebs. This is why we don't do video, because that joke was sad. Can you hit the intro music, please? The one of many thousands that we have.
Failure! Failure! You're still a failure! Failure!
I'm a bit concerned it took you that long to find that.
It didn't take me long to find it. It's called pause
It's
for dramatic effect.
Comical timing. I see. I get it.
Now I got to actually find the intro here.
Well,
nope, that's not it.
that's definitely
We are the voices of the street. We'll take this right on loop, repeat. Laugh along with every joke. Welcome to the average Blokes.
Yes, like I was saying, we're dusting off the cobwebs because it's been a hot minute. I don't know, why do they say hot minute? Because there's nothing hot about it, and it's more than a minute.
I think you're reading too much into it.
I mean, but these questions need to be asked, personally. That's what I need. That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's time to question these things that have been made for us to say.
That is true.
It's a figure of speech, but like, go figure. I don't know. There's no figure.
I got a question, Jackson.
Yeah, sure. That's a statement, but go for it. You're turning into your wife.
I'm stating that I have a question.
Okay, good.
Okay. Would you like to hear my question?
I would like to hear. That's the question itself.
Would you like to hear my question? Yes or no?
Sure. Yes.
Alright, sweet. Well, you had to hear it anyway.
Yes.
No. If we had a category for our podcast, what would it be?
Is stupid a category?
No. I mean, you can be.
I
guess you could. Well, a category isn't necessarily a actual category. It's just how you would describe something. So, yes, stupid can be a category.
Entertainment would be the base category.
That's true.
Subcategory? Australian comedy. No. Australian thought. No. Australian talk. No.
I'd say so.
Australian thought piece.
Animes and mangas have a slice of life category for things.
Okay.
And I'd consider it a slice of life category.
Okay. Sure. No worries. I'll put that on Spotify then if they've got it.
Do you know what, like, so with a manga or an anime or something like that, a slice of life is basically like, it's people living out their normal lives in the actual show. But if it's slice of life comedy, it might take place in an office and it's comedic and all that. Or if it's comedy romance, it might take place in a school or, once again, an office. And the characters have funny moments, but it's also, like the main characters fall in love because it's meant to be a romance.
Right.
So I'd say this is slice of life. Why I ask about this is because I was thinking back and I've listened to a couple of TikTok videos, not that many, but I've listened to enough, and a friend of mine has shared me a couple of TikTok videos, and one of them is like these blokes doing their own podcast thing, and it's definitely comedy. It's definitely meant to be comedy, but it's funny. It's very funny. I can see why they get lots of views, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, like I don't need to look at a guy hold up his phone and read someone's comments about nicknames, about how, we work with a guy named...
Are you talking about Boxer Chockies?
That's the guy.
Boxer Chockies, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only
his nickname was Aladdin.
That's all, yes. Yes.
His real name was Matt Ryder.
Yeah.
This is because Aladdin's Matt Ryder.
One thing...
Am I just pessimistic, or like...
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I see them too.
I had a snicker at it, and my mate shared me 2 of these TikToks of these blokes.
Yes.
And I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, come on, surely... and I kind of want to listen to their podcast just to see if they're actually entertaining or not just one clip.
I'll give you a warning, they're all Queenslanders.
Of course they're all
Queenslanders. So they all sound like this, yeah, they all sound like
Queenslanders
this. They
all
sound
like
this, they all sound like this.
I don't know what it is about, because these guys, like... They don't look like...
Queenslanders? No, they don't look like them.
No. So if you were to put the bag over their face, right,
yes.
or not even that, if you were to just cover them
yes.
and just hear their voices, yes. I'm imagining like 40-year-old fat guys. That's what I imagine.
That's fair.
I used to work like the guys, the bloke's talking like this, and he's sitting there like, oh yeah, it's just the average day at work,
See,
and then you cut to it, it's like some skinny 18-year-old or skinny 25-year-old.
See, this is the thing with their content though. They rely on community to comment stuff, but the thing is, half those nickname things that they read out are just jokes that are stolen from who knows where. Because there was one clip.
ChatGPT.
There's one clip I remember seeing.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I thought about like. I heard it, and I'm sitting there going, I wonder if ChatGPT could write that for me.
Yeah, because there was one of the nicknames they'd read out was a joke was like, I had a guy who had a limp. We nicknamed him Sniper's Nightmare. Because he's always hobbling, so like a sniper trying to shoot him.
Yeah, I get it. You can't get a clear shot. I get the joke. It's not funny. That's the thing that annoys me about these things. Is like, it's an initial laughter, and I don't mind it, and it's fair enough for a TikTok, but it just, I don't know. It just pisses me off a little bit.
There's a reason why podcasts should stay to podcasting. Well, yes, because you could say, technically you could say, those clips you see on TikTok or wherever, you could say they're just ads.
I know they're just ads, because I looked up the podcast and I clicked on their little link thing which showed the YouTube channel and Spotify and all this other stuff. And we did the same thing. We do the same thing a little bit, although we don't exactly try very hard with it. Yeah. But it feels like... I don't know how to explain it. If we were to do that sort of thing, it would piss me off doing it a little bit.
You'd feel stupid,
I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even feeling stupid. It's just kind of like I don't want to sound like a prick, but I feel above that in a sense.
Yes. Well, the other problem is not a problem, but their style suits them well in the ways that they are in person. So, like, that makes sense because they kind of bounce off quite well with each other, but there's more of them. Like,
there's like 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah, so like sometimes that style suits certain people or certain groups. Well, yeah.
Suits a lot of people actually.
Yes. Welcome to the Slice of Life episode of the Average Blokes.
Welcome to the Slice of Life.
I've been waiting to say that for ages, but I'm like, there's no entry point. I can't just blur it out. But anyway.
I'm going to check to see if my thing... Yeah, it's working fine.
So, it's been a while since we had an episode. Any particular highlights? I've got a really good one.
Hold on a second.
That's a good highlight.
Sorry, I'm pulling out the USBs because I keep getting notifications about them. Yeah. USB's not plugged in.
I've got a real fun highlight. You've got some highlights to think of in the past 2 or 3 weeks since we recorded.
I went to a wedding. Another wedding.
Another one.
I went to multiple weddings over the past couple of weeks. I now hate weddings.
What? Okay.
I can't... Yeah.
Courtney agrees, it seems. I'm a 3.
Yeah, she hates weddings too, don't you, Courtney?
Yes.
Where's my wedding ring? I'm not wearing it. I hate weddings. Why would I wear a ring about weddings?
Yeah, it's not my wedding.
Yeah, it's not my wedding. I wore it to the wedding. It seemed appropriate to wear a wedding ring at a wedding.
Yes, indeed.
But no, we've been to multiple weddings, and one of them was like family and friends.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's whose weddings you go to. You don't go to strangers' weddings. Well, maybe some people do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to a friend's wedding, and you know how people like, oh, you are the love of my life. You are the most important person in the world. No one is more beautiful than you. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there, and I'm just want to hit like bang hit my head on the table like, oh, I haven't heard this one before. I don't know how many people. I don't know if people know this, right? But like, so the person they're marrying isn't the most beautiful person in the world. I can guarantee.
I feel like it's like that's when you should let your inner thoughts out. Like, say what you really want to say.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did at my wedding.
Yes, you did actually. You're right.
That's right, I did.
You were very.
I didn't say my wife was the most beautiful person in the world. She was the most beautiful person there at the time because she was the one in the white dress. But it's a dress. That's right.
Oh, goodness me.
She's the only one allowed to wear the white dress at that time, so
There's no one else wearing
white
white
dresses. She has to
dresses.
be the most beautiful person there.
Yeah, her bridesmaids weren't wearing white.
No, they weren't. Were they? I don't remember.
Well, it's your wedding. You should remember.
Courtney, were they? I don't remember anything. No. Well, they weren't wearing white. Your bridesmaids. Yeah, that's
think
what I
they
thought.
were.
They're wearing blue, Jackson, like the groomsmen.
Da-ba-dee-da-bo-da.
But also, just how do I put it? So I don't want to say too much in case, like, a person I know who obviously might listen to this at some point somehow listens to it, etc. But let's just say, like, a lot of weddings are kind of standardized.
Yeah,
per se.
once you've seen one, you've seen them all, essentially.
What's that? Yeah, I know you did, but we are literally standardized, so it doesn't matter.
You were during COVID too, which was a unique wedding too.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Jackson's right. We had a COVID wedding. Ours is probably the most unique wedding that people have had in a long time.
Yeah.
How many people have weddings with face masks on, and when they got out off the table and they had to put them back on, and the waiters would tell them to put their masks back on, and then the drunk people refused not to put their masks back on and tried to abuse the staff.
Yes.
Yeah.
That all went down well.
Fun times. You should have seen my brother's wedding.
No, I don't think I should have. It sounded like it was standardized.
Nobody abused the staff, but then again, the staff weren't telling people to put their masks back
Also
on.
very standardized then.
Mm-hmm, that's right. But yeah,
Gotcha.
they've become a little bit too... It's almost like too standardized to the point where I enjoyed the non-alcoholic wedding more than the other wedding.
Yeah, okay.
Somehow.
That's fair.
Like,
You can
I
pick
enjoyed
favourites, it's fine.
I had more fun at the alcoholic weddings, but like at the next day, I looked back and I was kind of like, yeah, I actually had a lot of fun at the one where I didn't drink, where I just spoke to people and stuff like that.
Yes, indeed.
And at the alcoholic, and it wasn't the alcohol per se. It wasn't because there was or wasn't alcohol. It was just kind of, it seemed more genuine for the people that were there. Like, yeah, they weren't just there because free booze. Essentially, because a lot of people, it's like, oh man, I don't want to go to the wedding, but what's that free alcohol? Sign me up.
When you say that, when you say so.
Oh yeah, like who's getting married? I don't care. I get.
Oh, it's dancing. Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that was the good thing about the alcoholic weddings, is there was dancing.
And they were playing to... Yeah, no, fair enough. My highlight was a couple of weekends ago, the in-laws came over, so Ian and Andrew came over, and Andrew helped...
Fixed a curtain.
Yeah, well, and Andrew helped stitch Letitia's creation, whatever. But there was...
Letitia's
we moved
creation?
On. Yeah, she's
What,
trying to stop
Savannah?
a dress. No,
She
a dress.
stitched
A dress for herself. Anyway, so once we fixed the blind, we went...
Hold on. Slow down. So, your blind broke, that's correct. I mean, it fell down, right?
It fell off.
It fell off because you don't know how to install blind, because you think that the wall things...
He installed it.
I know he installed it.
I know. Yes, Dad.
To be fair, why are you whispering? He's not listening. He's probably not going to listen to this.
You don't know that.
To be fair, Jackson, you were supposed to probably install it. It's a curtain.
Well, it's a bloody long curtain, though. You definitely need two people for it.
Oh, you poor... No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
You just need a long ladder or a bit of wood.
Fine, I'll go buy a long ladder and long wood.
It's called a prop.
Scaffolding, sounds like.
Helps prop stuff up.
Yeah,
Use
thanks.
to prop
Yes, no,
stuff up.
okay.
Just saying, and so it's like a long piece of something
but
that's
two
one bit's on the ground and the other bit goes up and holds up the. It's a prop.
Yeah, I get it. Like Pop Hunt.
I'm teasing. But did Ian actually come over and help you fix the curtain?
And it was great because we used wall wankers, and because
that's what didn't work last time.
No. Those are wall mates.
We bought
ones
the better ones.
These ones got a spring pop, but they're basically called wall anchors, aka wankers.
So you got two types. You got two types, right? You
Yes.
got the type. It's essentially the one that you
Spring
used
top.
originally, which is a drill one.
Yes.
So it drills into the plaster, right?
Yes.
And then when you put the screw in it actually breaks. Bet you
Maybe
didn't know that.
I'm not sure.
It
Anyway,
does break. It does break a little, but generally the twisting in
Yes.
sort of holds it.
Yeah. So
Then you've got ones that literally you pop them in, right? And then when you screw something into it, they break and clip onto the actual inside of the plaster.
Yeah. So we end up replacing those.
They're the
things
anchors.
with wall anchors.
Is that the ones you used?
Kind of. Yeah. So you put a bolt through a little spring nut or spring wings, and then so once you poke them through the hole, they unfold out, and then they got the inside the gyprock they can hold there. So
I love the way you just said what I said, but
yeah,
made it
but
sound more
to
confusing and
me
more-
it didn't make sense. So I thought I'd say it again. But anyway, and so
fair enough.
we replaced them, and that was straight out because the holes were already prepared for us. Considering the holes that the original ones fell out were big enough for these spring doggers.
They're huge when they fall out. That's the problem with those ones.
So,
and if you're drilling them and you don't realize if you're drilling that hole with the old ones and you don't realize there's a piece of wood behind it,
yes,
that won't drill through the wood. It
of
just
course not.
bends.
Yes, correct. So that wasn't the highlight. The highlight was when we were moving on to the little floating shells we got in the hallway because they're a bit shoddy, like $20 from
Oh
Bunnings.
yeah, those.
We had a look at those.
You still hadn't fixed them?
No, but Ian came over and had a go at it.
A go at it.
And so, because we were using a screwdriver to start off with, and I thought I'm just going to get my drill with the screw bit just in case. And then so he's like telling me to undo the screws or whatever to do with the screwdriver. And I pick up the impact driver and go, why would I do that? And I said, torque is cheap because I'm using an impact driver. It's got a lot of torque.
I
And
understand,
Ian, I cracked Ian so hard.
I can imagine him laughing about that, yes.
Because we were trading off dad jokes constantly the whole time he was here, basically. But
sounds
that
right.
one won the whole thing. That won the day.
Oh, that's good.
And like, because I said it, he stopped, thought about it, and then just
It
cracked
really had a big impact on him.
And then I'm like, I think Andrew or the teacher were like, what's happening? And I'm like, oh, I just broke in. So yeah, proud son-in-law moment, telling a good dad joke that really, got him laughing.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that was
sweet. So, did you actually fix them? Because you said you had to go.
Slight improvement, I'll say that much.
Okay, so So the shelving that you've got in there, how close is it to the side walls?
There's about that much.
How much of a
between
gap
each
is there?
side.
A gap?
Between each side.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to say you could attach it to the side walls if it was long enough, because there should be. I'm surprised you haven't found a bit of wood. There should be bits of wood at the very corners.
Yeah, well, Tish bought these a while ago. Well, I thought we was going to buy them a while ago, and the way that they work or install is just not too great because you've got this bracket. It's got two poles sticking out, so where you slide the piece of wood on. But the things that stick out for where you slide the wood on don't go up at all. So like, there's barely any any elevation. So as soon as you put something on, it just goes.
Okay, so are they actually holding fine?
Just.
Okay, so
when you actually go to touch it, it has a bit of give.
The things that hold the shelf up. What
Yes.
are they made of? Are they metal? Are they?
Yeah, they're metal, but
plastic?
like a soft metal.
Why don't you just bend them up a little bit
We
and then
did,
slide the
but
thing
then
on?
Ian broke it, and then because he had to go, he snapped it completely. So he got out and tried to fix it back, and he did just. But
How did he?
they spot
I
weld
thought
it.
they bent.
No, it's soft metal.
How
and
much is?
it's
Oh,
spot.
I'll get it.
It's spot welded. And that's saying it loosely. or
It's
nicely.
spot welded.
So there's literally on the tube that's welded to the bracket. You look around it on the back, and there's one spot weld. Like spot
You know,
welds
what?
is
I'll just go to Bunnings and have a look at them.
yeah, and they're not great.
Yes.
So but that was the highlight. Was during inspection, and repair, and improvement works. Is I told a dad joke, and he absolutely lost it.
How would you like it if I got you a genuine piece of wood? Right?
Sure.
In fact, I can find a piece that looks old and wrecked, and I can find a rustic piece of wood, a railway piece of wood, like a train line piece of wood, but I can get something that's been thrown in a river or something.
You mean like a
And what
sleeper?
Yeah, I can find you a sleeper. I could bury it in the backyard for 6 months, and we'll see what happens, and then sand it back, make it look like it's 500 years old, and then I can slide it. I can cut it so it's the perfect size, so it slides right in that gap there, right?
Yes.
And then I can use a couple of rustic like holders, and I can find a bit of wood, and I can drill them in and sit it on top, and it'll look beautiful. Your wife will love it, and you won't have to do any effort. What do you say?
Sure.
And the best part is, you can hang off this shelf
How's
if you really wanted to.
Sure. No worries. If I just feel the need to hang, I will.
I know your wife loves old, shitty, rustic
Boutique.
boutique. I know your wife
Rustic
loves
boutique,
boutique
yes.
furniture.
Yes, that's somewhat true, I guess.
She likes it like she likes her husbands.
Old and rusty. Not wrong.
She'll start with you and then she'll end with someone else. And oh no, we've got visitors.
You didn't tell us you're coming.
No, he didn't. Oh, they got the cookie. I thought you forgot.
cookies.
I thought she forgot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're being invaded by some friends.
Oh, they're the best. Just, you want to join the podcast, Cole?
I'll say hi.
Oh, come on. Weep. No, it's okay. Hi, Cole.
These are good.
I know they're good. I'm sorry, Jackson.
No, you're alright.
We'll send you digital cookies.
Oh, that'll be great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll bring some.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank
see.
you. Me trying to mouth a thank you is really easy. Thank you. Eat all the cookies, Troy. There'll be none left.
You want some, Jackson?
Bye,
Too bad.
viewers.
Bye, viewers.
Yeah, all two of us.
You mean that one guy?
You mean that one guy?
Yeah, say goodbye to yourself.
We need to shout out to this one.
Thanks.
Shout out to the one new subscriber to our YouTube channel.
Shout out to the one new subscriber to our YouTube channel. You're welcome to stay if you want. I just won't talk to you. Courtney will.
Yes, that's what good hosts do. When
That's
visitors.
right. Our podcast is live, isn't it? Jack?
Yes, live and live.
That's-
So very live. Did we mention we're live? Poor Courtney.
We could, in theory, we could pause it. Yes,
But we're not going to. Maybe.
but we're not going to, according to Jackson.
But apparently we weren't. Did you
What's
know
that?
they were coming?
I don't know they were coming.
Did
I
Courtney-
knew Isabel was going to give us cookies.
Did
but
you know they were coming, Courtney?
Courtney didn't know they were coming. No, did you, Courtney?
Why you just come crate gate crash?
Where's the
Wow.
milk one? Oh, okay. She said milk, and I jumped to white for some reason, white chocolate.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Because she said try the milk chocolate.
I mean,
and
that's-
in my head, I'm sitting there going, try the white chocolate.
yeah, no, that's what you tend to think, yeah.
Because you tend to use milk chocolate in general.
Yes, there is milk chocolate in normal chocolate. But then again,
Anyway, rustic
yes, husbands. Rustic husbands.
rustic husbands.
Strong, stupid man. That's what I am.
That's
strong, I'm to her. I'm strong, stupid man.
Old and worn.
Wow, worn. Right. So no other highlights.
Falling
I mentioned?
apart. Got some freckles. Got some streaks in them, like
some
some wood.
Yes. No. Got to have a few. Got a few rock
So the
spots.
camera. So your highlight of the year
Yes,
was you
of
made
the-
your father-in-law crack up laughing.
Yes. Wasn't yeah? Because like felt proud for some reason.
That's good. Maybe one day you two will fix the whippersnipper.
All right, Troy. I want to get into some nitty gritty stuff here.
Yep.
What would you like to hear first? Would you like to hear Donald Trump and McDonald's, or
Oh yeah, I heard about that and the garbage truck thing.
would you like to hear about a 14-year-old committing suicide after falling in love with an AI person thing? Or would you like to hear about Lunchleys being discontinued? The Mr. Beast Lunchley meal has fallen into some sort of
Oh, you know me. I love.
Issues.
You know what I. Anything I. You know what I.
spit it out, woman.
I was going to say, you know me. If there's anything I love more than AI, it's suicide. No, I shouldn't say that. Go to the Mr. Beast Lunchley thing because I thought you were talking about something else. Because when you told me that there was something going on with Mr. Beast again, I'm not you telling me again, but there's always something going on. I thought it was about the fact that he apparently faked the making, like, we paid for 100 people to get their site back, or 1,000 people. Apparently he didn't pay anyone for that. Apparently he just filmed people doing it.
Yeah, okay.
He filmed people getting their site back and then, you know, obviously had his actors or had his people who worked for him pretend that they were the people that got their site back. And even, like non-profit people are kind of pissed off with him because he took footage of them, like, doing hard work and then claimed it as his own work and claimed that he paid for it all. And they're sitting there going, oh, where's the money that you said that you paid for all this?
Yeah. So this one started off by a independent journalist, aka
Oh, I know all about the Lunchley thing.
yeah.
That
So
was part of the, the real cheese. I've uploaded that. I just haven't posted it.
yeah. So
But here's another update. The cheese was mouldy.
Okay, good. That's what you... Okay, good. So, not only did that happen, but obviously there's a lot of complaints, and then the FDA has been given like a lot of complaints about Lunchly items. The items been discontinued at multiple grocery stores, whatever. But what it's sort of snowballed into like kind of just some hectic, crazy stuff. Is that,
No, there was stuff going on before that.
yeah, but apparently the Mr. Beast company chat logs. There's been a bunch of
A
stuff.
lot of sexist stuff.
Yeah, and basically someone confessing to say like, "Oh, we're dodging,
Sexual
like
assault.
we're breaking lots of laws." Like with
They are. They
Yeah.
have been, yes. They've been doing a lot of shit. They've been doing a lot of bad shit. We should get the Americans' opinion, don't you think?
yeah, that's true. Actually,
Is Cole still Cole?
can we get some
Cole,
opinions from a fellow
can you
American?
Come here, Cole.
Please, Cole.
Come here, Cole.
Please, Cole. We'll pay you in cookies.
We can't talk about stuff going on. We can't talk about stuff going on in America without getting you. Do you want me to put Jackson?
Do you
on
need
the
an
speaker?
outside perspective?
We
Yeah,
actually need
kind
the
of.
inside
Inside.
perspective.
No, we need it
That's
inside
right.
here. Very inside here.
That's right. So, Lunchley, what do you think of it?
Lunchly. I'm pretty sure I had those as a kid, and they gave me mild.
No, you had Lunchables.
I had Lunchables. The Australian version came 20 years later.
What's the Australian version?
I don't know. Is Lunchly Australian?
No,
it's
there
Mr.
is
Beast version.
no. He's onto something.
Oh,
There
that
was
guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Isn't he getting like investigated?
yes.
Yeah, like a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
So what? Him and Logan
Yeah,
Paul
Logan
and
Paul.
KSI.
Yeah.
They created they've got the Prime thing, and they teamed up with Mr. Beast to create this Lunchly thing, which is basically Lunchables, but it's been primified.
So they're marketing to generation, what is it, Gen A or whatever?
Yeah, Gen Alpha and all
Gen
that.
Alpha,
Yeah, and it's supposedly it comes with real cheese. It's not fake cheese like Lunchables. It's more got less less
How
carbs, and less protein.
low the YouTube mighty have fallen.
But you get a
That's all
Prime.
Yeah, it's
You get a
amazing.
Prime.
Yeah, I saw something on Reddit though. Aren't they moldy or something?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently some of them have been
The
moldy.
FDA have received lots of complaints
Yeah, I gotta
about.
Be honest,
The-
they're American, I
they've been-
assume, right?
Yeah, they're the FDA is looking into it
Yeah,
apparently.
no, America, we have a fine tradition of grifters in my country, and
It's not just sorry.
kind of proud of it, but not.
It's not just the YouTubers though.
It used to be fun, like P.T. Barnum and stuff would like make a giant, and then he'd like grift it. But
Yeah.
now we just like sell racism.
It's not. It's not just the YouTubers
Sorry.
because I'm sure you both saw this. There was a time where Trump did some work at a McDonald's recently for the the president election stuff. So since the time he worked at that one Macca's, E. coli was found to be in a bunch of.
You might echo a little, Jackson.
That's okay. There was about a bunch of 49 people in 10 different states caught E. coli, aka food poisoning, linked to a McDonald's quarter pounder outbreak. And the people were like, "Oh, this is because Donald Trump worked at one McDonald's and like everyone's getting E. coli."
Must have been Trump.
And
McDonald's great again, I guess.
So I was watching a video earlier about how apparently the Kamala Harris people, like the campaign people, they created a Fortnite map.
They did. I think Tim Walsh and Alexandria Cortez did it. Yeah.
Okay, but there's no guns. There's no guns on
No
the
guns.
Fortnite
That's
map.
not very American.
It's called Freedom Town as well.
yeah, and the other thing was the share prices for McDonald's went down around the same time as Donald Trump was pictured working in the Macca's because he
I
had
guess we know who's going to lose the election. though.
McDonald's.
No. I mean,
I know.
McDonald's always wins.
I'm loving
Yeah,
it.
and they got my money today. $2 Big Mac.
Oh,
I don't know how you can eat
It's
those
hard to
things.
say no.
Jackson and I both agree. Macca's here changed.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
used to
just
be good.
gross and bad now. It used to be good, but now it's bad. Like, it just tastes like crap.
Yeah.
KFC's still great, obviously.
Yeah, your KFC is better than the American KFC by far.
There you go, heard it from
Seriously.
You heard it from him. The one
I
sole
won't
Alaskan
touch the American.
representing the
Except
whole.
for the size.
Yeah, the
Size is
sizes.
smaller.
Yeah.
The only downside.
I gotta be honest, I don't know. I haven't gone to KFC in like 20 years because it was so bad.
What, in America?
In Alaska.
In
But,
Alaska, wow.
Again, they probably had to ship the chickens.
Wait, so you hadn't gone in years when you were there.
Yeah.
So when you came here, weren't you hesitant to
I was hesitant, yeah.
And then, but Isabel would have said, try it, it's good.
You know, I don't remember. I think it was like there was only a KFC around, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. Like, I haven't done it in so long. And then I was like, this is actually pretty good,
There you
Yeah,
go.
Australia's got it figured out. They know their chicken.
Well, that's how we feel about McDonald's. So what? I just don't understand what you like about the MACCAS.
I don't like the MACCAS. I just like the deal.
Oh, it's cheap food.
I wouldn't get it if there wasn't a deal.
Well, it's always about the money.
Let me tell you a little bit.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I like to call.
Since we have an American here, how does Taco Bell?
I might need someone on service desk to help me.
Oh my God.
How does the Taco Bell vary from Australia to America Taco Bell?
Australia Taco Bell, better ingredients, less options.
Oh,
Probably about the... Now, American Taco Bell used to be so cheap. And that was the reason why I liked it. You could get a burrito for like $1.
Wow.
That's
less
pretty
than
good.
$1.
That's really
But
good.
you can't do that anymore.
That's like 75 cents here.
So, honestly. Yeah.
Yes.
More like
Probably
60
not.
cents.
More like the other way. Oh, wait, for an American, yeah. True,
Hey, if America's economy is doing better than Australia's, it's actually a good thing for us. Apparently, our dollar shouldn't be getting close to yours
Allegedly.
Yeah, but like...
because it doesn't mean our economy is doing bad or good. It means your economy is doing bad.
Sort of, yeah.
Troy, leave him alone. He's been living in Australia for like the past, who knows.
It's true. I know. He doesn't even know what.
I'm getting paid in Australian dollars, so...
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, it's worth a lot.
At least we have better pay.
You're definitely doing the work that's worth it. It's definitely not worth getting an IT job, overseas.
At least we have-
I'd make so much more.
At least we have better pay, better work ethics. Like, you get 4 weeks of annual leave as opposed to like 2.
You get treated like human beings, Jackson. It's kind of nice,
Yeah, I like being treated like a human being too.
Yeah.
Yes, Troy, I can imagine you do feel treated as a human being.
I'm not a dog. Wolf.
Much. The other place is
Means a work ethic.
Pizza Hut. Do you have Pizza Hut over in America? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I gave up on Pizza Hut too.
Okay.
I remember the moment my childhood died because my dad took me to Pizza Hut and they served us up this pizza and it was like this piece of cardboard, with a little smear of sauce on it. I'm like,
Sounds like an Aldi pizza.
I honestly remember this. I was
Was that
probably
bad?
like 11 or 12, and
Yeah.
my dad was like, "We're never going back to Pizza Hut ever again," and we never did. Like, so I haven't been back since I was a kid.
I didn't give up on Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut gave up on me.
No, Pizza Hut gave up
And
on
by that I
Australia.
mean they disappeared from here.
Pizza Hut just gave up on Australia, essentially. Like, there's so many stores that closed down. Like, and I remember, like, when I was a kid, there was one in one of my old towns I used to live in, and they used to have an all-you-can-eat buffet as well at the same time. So
I remember that.
Yeah, that was
great.
That was the
So-
best.
Do you guys know, Fantry Gully, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
duh, yes.
So, when you're going down Fantry Gully Main Street and you sort of, where that split in the road is, heading towards Isabel's parents' place, or
Yeah,
you can go to,
yeah.
or you
Yes.
can go to Knox City.
Yes.
Yeah,
Burwood
where that
Highway,
split
Fletcher Road.
is-
Yes.
On the right side, where you've got the school and that, there's a building that's like a weird
Double-story
double-story.
building? Yes.
It's a double-story building, right? Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah, I
I'm
know the one.
talking
I
about.
know the one.
Yeah, I don't know.
And,
It's a pool shop
It's one of
now,
the, it's
or
basically
just a
just a
shop.
building with the car park is underneath it, so the building's on all these stilts.
Yeah.
And it used to be a Pizza Hut. So you
Okay.
drive in, you park underneath the Pizza Hut, and you walk up the steps to this nice Pizza Hut restaurant sort of style, like almost like a hotel. And it was just so cool when I was younger, and I always liked going there. We only went there twice.
That sounds pretty cool though. Like,
Yeah,
and then
being
it just-
elevated like
Yeah,
that.
and then it just disappeared because you essentially you park and then you walk up like 2 flights of stairs.
Yeah, yeah. No, that sounds pretty neat.
Okay,
They
yeah.
usually, like little
Yeah.
brown cups in Pizza Hut when you were kids, or was
I
that just an
can't
American
remember.
thing?
I think
What was it? What was it?
Brown cups.
They had like brown plastic cups. You get
I
rid
don't
of it.
recall the cups. So no.
and then you pretend it's real beer.
Yeah.
Troy, that former Pizza Hut is now a pool shop, which is what I
Like,
thought it was.
oh, that's right. It's a pool shop.
And the place
Alaska?
the place next door to it is a place that sells Christmas decorations.
I thought the pool shop was next door to it, but is it actually? On
No, the double-story building is
one?
now a pool shop, and the building next to it is a Christmas decoration
Clark
shop.
Rubber.
Clark Rubber?
Cool.
I think it's Clark Rubber.
No, it's Sea Spray pools.
No, okay, I could use a Clark Rubber.
Our childhood. You know.
Oh yeah, Troy. I don't know why, but I'm looking at
Come
Google.
on.
I'm looking at the street view, and yes,
And
it's got the OG Pizza Hut roof.
Oh, does it? Yeah, it does. It's got the square. Yeah, so it was. Yeah, it was originally a Pizza Hut.
Oh, I was on Facebook Marketplace a few days ago, and I found someone who was selling original Pizza Hut booths on there.
Oh,
like,
really?
They had the actual like table and booth.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I was like, hell yeah! I'm not spending that much money. Everyone wants like $5,000 or something crazy.
You know what's funny? So like we service a company called Time Zone. So like you probably heard of them. They're like an American arcade company.
Izzy challenges me to basketball.
Time
yeah.
Zone's still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Time Zone from America as well. And but anyway, 'cause when I service them, they have their kitchen area and whatnot, and they have a recipe book and for all their things that they make. And like, I'm so tempted to take pictures of their recipes for certain things and just like
You should.
leak it. I know. Because like their marketing or whatever is a very American type, like there's shakes, crazy mega shakes, the meals like there's nachos and burgers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Very
I've never
typical.
actually gotten anything there.
Yeah.
I've only been a couple of times.
It's
but,
kind of nice. There's one next to Corny's work, and then
You'll love this.
go on.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, go for it.
Love this. Jackson sent me a photo earlier. It's on my phone. I might show it to you. It's a Ram parked around here, like the car Ram, like a 4-wheel drive Ram.
Yeah.
And it says he's got a bumper, not even a bumper.
I'll read it for you, Troy.
Sticker on his back window that says
Trump 2024 America.
I've seen that. Yeah, I saw it when we were driving. Wait, was it here or was it?
It was here. Well, he may have been somewhere else.
No,
but
I saw one on Fern Tree Gully too. So, like,
Troy, that's a lot of censoring I need to do.
yeah, but so Jackson sent it to me, and the person who posted the photo said, "You live in Pakenham, you effing PUNT. See you in the NT." And I'm thinking, well, maybe he's American and he wants to vote for Trump, the guy, because you've done a postal vote or something like that.
He's not the only one. I actually I called the librarian, and she was American too. Like when
you asked about the fax machine.
Yeah, when I was asking about the fax machine, I was like, I got to vote in America, and she was like, oh, I just did that. So like, there's a few of us. Yeah.
Well, we know who that guy was going to vote for. But it made me laugh because the person who's taken the photo and gone, "You're an idiot for having that. Like, you don't live there." And I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe you're the idiot because maybe he's from there.
He was going to vote for Bernie Sanders, anyway.
Who was the guy?
The
Trump guy.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders. I am once again asking.
So there's a large overlap between those two sets.
I was
of voters.
actually-
Everybody knows that.
I was actually going to say, do you reckon there'd be people who would rather vote for Trump who would have voted for Bernie Sanders simply because they don't want to vote for Kamala Harris?
I would say that some people are very emotional. They get very angry.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Angry.
say, well, screw it. There are certain reasons I don't like the Democratic Party. I will. I really don't like Trump, but I might vote for somebody like Sanders. But yeah.
But I mean, would there be people who are like, I'd rather vote for Trump, like they're more liberal leaning, I should say, but they're like, I'd rather vote for Trump than this person because the person I want isn't going to be in.
Yeah.
Like, would they switch parties because the person they like?
Well, I mean, some people are very passionate about certain things like Gaza, and they feel like, it's sort of punishing the Democratic Party by
Voting Trump.
voting Trump, even though that may not be honestly in anybody's best interest in the long term, I would say. But I can understand getting, it's a very emotional thing. I don't think it's a great idea to do that, but again, this isn't a political.
Oh, no, it's not.
No, we mix and match, honestly.
I would reverse and say if there were people, you reckon there'd be people? Because who did Trump beat instead? Like, who else was? Who was the
Biden
other-
and Hillary.
No, they were
Talking
the
about the Republicans.
Republicans
sorry.
nominees.
Yeah.
Like, who were the Republican nominees besides Trump?
Well, I mean, the big one last time was Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, do you think there were people who, because he didn't get in, they went, screw it, I'm going to vote for. I'm going to vote for. Oh, what's his name? I should know it. The current president,
Biden.
Biden. That's it. Thank you.
Formerly Biden.
Yeah, Ron DeSantis was somebody who
He was the guy.
very, very different.
Oh, while you're here, what's your thoughts on Puerto Rico?
Oh, I love Puerto Rico.
What was the deal?
I got a friend from Puerto Rico.
There was
What was the deal?
No,
Because
so
people got all upset.
yeah,
'cause
so
guy who
a
liked
comedian went
Trump-
to Donald Trump's rally and did a
Did a bit of
stupid
stand-up.
joke. Did a stupid joke about Puerto Ricans being a
No, he
floating.
made a joke about comparing Puerto Rico to the garbage island
garbage
out in the middle of the
islands.
Pacific or wherever.
Yes,
So,
correct.
but where is Puerto Rico?
It's south of this. It's just near. It's near Florida, south of Florida, off the coast.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's the one. It's the one that was. That's the place that. What's his name? The dictator. used
Near
to-
Cuba. Near Cuba. You're thinking
No,
of
that's
Cuba.
Cuba.
That's
That's
Cuba.
Cuba. I'm thinking of.
That's-
I'm thinking
it's
of.
Puerto
not-
Rico's a territory of America. It's not a state, but it's part of America.
Oh, okay, but
Yep.
it's close to Cuba.
It's like
is it a set of
Troy.
islands?
It's like imagine like Hawaii, but full of full
Yeah.
of. the
So
other
why
things.
are people upset? Like, I understand people being.
No,
upset
so
because it's
there
Puerto
was.
Rican and he
I
made that
can't
joke.
remember what states there
Well,
were.
I'm not Puerto Rican.
But how many Puerto Ricans are flowing into America?
There's quite a lot. I can't remember which states that they mentioned,
Puerto
but
Ricans are American.
That's what I was wondering. I'm sitting there going, aren't they? It's
Yeah.
considered. a
they're not
territory.
Mexicans.
Yeah, but
is
even then,
true.
it's not great to compare a whole group of people to garbage.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do
yeah,
that
it's a
to
bit
anybody.
rough.
Hey, would you do it in a stand-up show?
No. Well,
I would.
potentially in a stand-up show, but
Yeah.
this was not a stand-up.
I know it wasn't.
Well,
I'm
that's
sitting there
the
going,
thing.
I think I understand.
The
why
comic
this
who
guy is
did the
making
joke-
jokes, he's a stand-up comedian, but it's
No,
not,
he's
it's
not.
not
He's not. He's a
like-
roast. He's a roast comic who does podcasts.
Yeah, it was a poor
Yeah, his
choice.
podcast is
Kill
was it
Tony or
Kill
something.
Who? Kill Tony, and his name's Tony or something.
Yeah, and I would also say it's a poor choice of the GOP to pick a roast comic to do.
Yeah, that was
something
poor. That was poor.
like in a certain context in a stand-up show. I mean, it's a joke. It could be poor taste, whatever. But
should
like,
hear- you
this
should-
wasn't the place for that.
You should hear Isaac Butterfield.
Yeah.
Oh, he's terrible. I hate him.
I'm
Shave
not
his
the biggest
beard.
fan. I don't mind Isaac, but he's amusing. He's not that funny though. He's funny enough, but I don't think people would. People don't like him because he's more shock humor.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of him.
For balance here, I want to discuss about Tim Waltz. Tim Waltz.
Who's Tim Waltz?
He's the VP.
He's the VP pick,
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. You need to.
vice president.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. For
he did a.
Camilla Harris.
Yes, correct.
Come on.
He did a thing where he did like a sort of.
I'd rather go with Trump's pick. Isn't that Hulk Hogan?
He did it. Brother,
Is it
brother,
actually him? Listen here, brother. Just
my president, my president. Yeah, there was Kamala Harris's VP elect was playing Crazy Taxi, and
Yeah,
people were
no,
so
he-
hype about him playing Crazy Taxi. Like, he should be VP. That's my VP.
Crazy, actually.
Playing
That's like the
Crazy Taxi.
worst game. I hate that
Oh, that's
game.
not a.
It's not really. It's a great. It's one. It's one of the arcade all-time classics.
Got so rushed playing it.
It
That's-
does. I do kind
Yes,
of
Troy.
hate it when there's a time limit. But
Are you more of a Simpsons Road Rage? Are you, Troy?
Yeah, of course. I'm more of a Simpsons hit and run kind of guy.
Yeah, Road Rage was the Crazy
which
Taxi
one?
variant.
Which one? I always get them confused because I've played both of them.
Road Rage
is when
was
you can't
Crazy
get out of the
Taxi.
car.
No.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't get out of the car.
Can't-
But hit and run is where you can get out of the car.
Correct. That's
Okay,
right.
good. That
Yes.
was such a beautiful game.
it's
Hit
like
and Run.
GTA.
I
But
got
bad.
Road Rage one time thinking it was hit. I'm like, oh, I remember playing this, and I was like,
Wait a
and
minute.
I played the game. I'm like, why can't I get out of the fucking car? What? I'm like, oh, it's a different game.
Yeah. I remember borrowing.
I still enjoyed it.
So back when Blockbuster were around, you could borrow video games. Road Rage was one of my first games I borrowed ever.
No, Jackson. Video Easy.
Sorry, Video Easy. You're right.
No, they both existed. It's
Yeah,
just
but
I
no,
don't-
Video Easy was the actual store I went to.
Have you heard of Video Easy?
I've heard of it. I went to Blockbuster though. So.
No, I mean, was Video Easy in
Well,
America?
no, Video Easy. There was one.
but-
Not
Australia.
Alaska.
There's
Yeah.
one remaining store in the whole world, and it's somewhere in North Carolina or something like that.
Video
About
Easy?
Blockbuster.
No, Video Easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Video
there you go.
Easy.
They're both.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we didn't have it in Australia. I mean, Alaska. I can't even tell what country I live in anymore.
To be fair, you're closer to Russia than most Americans.
Yeah.
Das Vidonia, comrade.
He doesn't speak Rush. Do you speak Russian?
You might.
I can't tell you.
That's a good answer.
You're not a sleeper, are you?
No, but Izzy is.
What? For the Pol- what, for the I was going to say for the Polish.
Nah, she's a Russian spy.
Polish? What are they going to tell us? How to make their sausages?
She's
The
not
Polish
Polish.
spy.
She's just
The
pretending
Klunksky
she's
sausage? Tell us their secret ingredients.
Russian.
Yeah. That's all the American stuff I had, but was there anything else you want to bring about the Americans? And how...
I mean, we were originally talking about Mr. Beast
That's true, yeah.
and all the scandal after scandal and all that stuff. And he's probably still going to be just as popular and make just as much money. We'll see. But like, What's the deal with the FDF thing? Are they gonna get rid of? They're getting rid of.
They're basically going to. I reckon, if anything, they're just going to basically just wipe lunch leaves off the market because they've had so many complaints about cheese gone moldy and whatnot, and like that's just straight up wrong.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, you also can't see in the container what's in there as well.
Yeah,
that probably doesn't. But I don't understand. Like it's meant to be for kids, right? Yeah. It's meant to be for kids, and part of the main things is it's got less calories in it than the Lunchables or anything else. And I'm sitting there going, the people that like, or the kids that are eating these meals, they can't get other meals, or they need more calories, not less.
Give them more.
Like, give them some rice. Give them some carbs.
Pasta.
Pasta, yes.
Half of them are nutrients. Italians. So.
Yes, nutrients. Not even nutrients, just something to bulk up.
Well,
protein powder in a.
I mean, kids are an easy target. That's probably why.
Hence why the YouTubers are doing it.
No, they went that route because kids are their only targets.
Yeah, that's their target audience.
Target acquired.
I didn't mean audience.
Yeah, I just got that.
It's weird though, because like Mr. Beast, right? So you think about like all this stuff that's coming out now, but like you think about all the good stuff he's supposedly done in the past, like building water wells
Jackson, that was the thing. When you told me about when you said, I've got some stuff to tell you. Do you want me to tell you now, or do you want me to tell you your podcast? You said it was about Mr. Beast. I went, maybe I should check online. I literally went on YouTube. And it just instantly came up with a Mr. Beast faking his giving people eye surgery thing, helping 1,000 people get.
Yeah, because there was one comment saying, so he blinded people? No, what was it? He was. I can't remember the caption, but it was basically like going on the lines of, so he's unblinding people, but at the same time they're still blind. Or something?
I don't know the detail, but some guy from a non-profit basically was explaining like. Where's all the money that you use to pay for like we're one of the non-profits that cut people's eyes and stop them from being blind, I think it was cataracts. I don't actually know if it's cataracts, but it was something.
Right.
And they go, where's the money that you supposedly paid for all these people getting their sight fixed? Because we didn't see any of it, and we're the people in your videos who you've recorded doing the eye surgery.
Yeah.
And even as a doctor there who's supposedly like, you couldn't really tell. It looked like the guy, but obviously he's like got a thing on his, like, because he's doing surgery and he's cutting, like, you couldn't see his actual face, but they recorded the actual place where they'd filmed people walking into this clinic and all that.
Huh.
And I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched a reaction video of another guy talking about it, basically. I watched a guy watching another guy's video. Yes.
There was the Fred Hollows Foundation. He was an Aussie, New Zealander or whatever, who was famous for helping people gain their eyesight back. But you don't hear about him because he's not controversial. Well, I mean, A, he's dead, but B...
the problem is, has he actually done all this stuff? Because it sounds like all he's done...
is fronted up, like he's done the cover.
No, he originally probably did help a couple of people, but I meant... Because I flicked through those videos because I was curious one time, and I was like, where did he start getting a lot of views? And I'm like, of course. The very first video where he gets like a lot of views is when the guy gives the homeless guy like $1,000 or $5,000 or something, or he goes around and does a little bit of charity work, and people watch and think he's doing a great thing. Yeah. And so obviously that worked, so he kept doing it and doing more, and then obviously started doing challenge videos.
You know
as
what?
well.
I mean, in hindsight, this obviously
combine the two.
In hindsight, this sounds bad, but because obviously hindsight, when he was doing those views about like he's building wells, helping people get their eyesight back, making shoes for African kids, whatever, people were like saying, we should vote Mr. Beast for president. If he was old enough, and like all this stuff. Yeah. And it's like,
what age do you have to be?
35.
I thought you could be any...
You gotta be 35.
Oh, you have
to be 35, yeah.
You have to be 35?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is that?
You can't be a child.
I think at 35, I think most people back a couple 100 years ago died at 35, so...
Up until a year ago, I mean, I was basically a child.
One day I'll understand, is that it? Okay, Daddy.
Okay, Daddy.
All right,
Daddy.
I can't believe that... Wait, what is the Australian? What
I don't
age do you have to be an
know.
Australian?
This is the thing, though. We know more about American laws or rules to get in as a president as opposed to what it takes to get in Australia.
Well, no.
It's entertaining.
That's
That is
true.
it is more
You're the
entertaining.
TV state country.
I mean,
TV.
no, I know more about Australian politics than I do American politics, but Australian politics make more sense and are less complicated. Like, what's it called? You got two types of voting systems with you guys, don't you? If you need to get a majority vote, and you need to get like a state, every majority state.
Well, it depends on what it is. There's majorities and there's super majorities, but it changes depending on what's being voted upon, and whether it's the House or a Congress or the Senate. You know.
Yeah, because
It gets very complicated. Yeah.
we-
I don't know it all.
Because we've just got local, state, and federal.
Yeah, I
Pretty
mean, we
much.
have that too. I mean, we've got our local, state, and federal government. But, yeah.
I know, but Courtney, I can hear him crying from here. Do you want me to go help him out?
I can help him from here too, and I'm 20 k's away.
I'm listening. I'm hearing. What's that sound? What's that sound? That's my baby.
That's my
That's my
baby.
baby. Courtney,
Courtney?
is she in there? Oh, she maybe. Is Isabel's Courtney with you? Okay, good. I was a bit worried there.
Good, excellent,
This is gonna
perfect.
blow up on YouTube. Man ignores crying.
No.
What do you mean?
It's going to blow up as father's instincts kick in when he hears crying baby. So he screams at wife.
I feel like I should come over now.
I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
oh god, that's the emergency alarm.
oh, I was reminded of something Isabel said one time in a voice message or video message. You guys should totally come here.
Oh, I forgot about that. What's
Yeah.
up? But anyway, back to what I was saying. And you don't have. I'm surprised that, like, the preferential. I can't believe that's not a thing. That does not make sense.
Oh, Alaska, actually, we're one of the first states to get it. We just got preferential ranked choice voting.
Oh, about time.
And I just ranked choice voted for the first time in this election.
How did it feel good to be able to go? I want this person, but if they don't get in, I'll get that person.
Yeah, you know, the problem is most of the
Feels
choices
feels
aren't
good,
great,
don't it?
but, like,
It's good feeling.
yeah,
Let in the inner Pepe.
I am an American. It feels good.
No, feels good's like the Pepe.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Feels good.
yes, I'm aware of that.
Until white supremacists took over Pepe.
Not Pepe.
Yeah.
There's a soccer team. I can't remember which country they're from, but on their official Guernsey, they have a Pepe, a sad Pepe, on their sleeve.
I think that was some South American.
You mean
yeah, I
Jersey?
think it was. Yeah, well, they call it. Yeah.
A Guernsey?
No, what did I say?
You said Guernsey.
Oh, I meant to say, well, whatever. Their jersey, I guess, their kit. On their
Yeah.
shirt, they've got, a sad
Little
Pepe. It's very tasteful, very demure, very mindful.
Very demure.
At least not tattooed.
Is it not? Wait, who's got the tattoo?
I mean, I'm sure people do.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely, they do.
Get a Pepe tattoo? That's one way to stay safe.
Look, idiots in Australia, they...
It's one way to stay-
certain idiots in Australia, when their
Wanna see
football...
my
When
Pepe
their,
tattoo?
when their football team's in the grand final, they go out early and get a tattoo of their premiership, even though, they get the tattoo the week before, and then when their team loses, it's kind of like, well then.
That reminds me, I got to get a tattoo. And it'll be my first tattoo ever.
Okay, let's discuss this real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Where and what of?
Chest, Axel's name.
If that's not the most bogus thing ever.
Yeah, but it's what my dad had. He had all his kids tattooed on his chest, their names.
How many names is that?
That was like 5.
Cool.
One had a bunch of question marks.
The thing I would have to make sure. Question marks.
No, there's only 4.
I was
Wait,
gonna
no,
say.
there's 5.
I was gonna say,
There's 5.
make sure if you're actually gonna do that, make sure they spell the name right.
But for some reason, mine had a question mark at the end of it.
Troy.
Like you didn't know my name. Troy?
He's going DLC.
Is he mine?
He's going to be a DLC character.
And my brother, my half brother Matt, he's got Courtney and he's got Alia. I don't actually know my
Allianz.
other niece's. I don't actually know my other niece's name, but she was born. I don't keep in contact.
Yes.
So I only know Courtney because we're roughly around the same age.
So none of us have tattoos. Is that?
No, none of us have tattoos.
I've had Hannah tattoos, but they don't really count because they
Nah,
They
it
rub
doesn't
off.
count, yeah.
Why don't you have any tattoos?
Oh, you know.
because he's a
maybe-
cute, clear skin.
Maybe.
He's clear skin. He's a white man from Alaska.
What do you mean by white?
I don't know. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You're half.
I thought he was joking, but it turns out he
What do
is
you
actually
mean?
half.
Thought he was joking?
Or a third, or what is it? You're a third something.
I don't know. I'm whiter than this.
He's half Puerto Rican.
Remember, you're live on camera.
I know.
Oh, that reminds. I got to do that. It's the thing I need to do post, but it's okay.
Don't worry, we're not live.
Yeah, no, we're not very lively. We're very undead.
We'll blur your face.
Well, he's actually, to be fair, in edit, like both your faces. I can see half of Troy's. Oh, there he is. Now after that could be our thumbnail.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Pucker those lips.
Oh, this is going to look real great.
Yes.
Jackson, why didn't you just go into OBS and zoom out a little bit with us?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
It's just real. You can do it while it's actively. recording.
I'm aware. I've just.
He's doing it right now. He just,
Oh, okay.
This is
Yeah.
this is what I work with. You know, he went.
What do
through
you
the
mean
effort
this?
he went through the effort of beeping out the N word from our last podcast because
If you're gonna put that on YouTube, that's fine.
No. That's fair enough. That makes perfect sense, right? But then he went through the extra effort of when my microphone dropped, there was like 5 minutes of me sorting it out, right? And instead of cutting from the moment my microphone dropped to the moment I started talking about Axel pooing again, he decided to leave in a minute of him talking about how my microphone dropped.
Okay,
Yes.
well, that's comedy.
Thank you.
Not when Jackson talks about it. It's just chat.
Oh, that
It's
was
just
okay.
let's chat.
Yeah. Well,
And
now.
I'm sitting there going, if you go through the effort, just remove the whole thing.
Well, this podcast is just hanging out with the guys, I guess.
I mean,
You know,
this
we
is
just gotta
true.
leave it in there.
His excuse was we're unprofessional, and I go, yeah, that's why we don't.
We're
have
average.
Cole, you and me.
Average, cadaverage.
Average
You're
isn't
gonna
Your
be
face
that
is a
new
cabbage.
podcast on the left.
That's true. Look, he's done.
All right, I gotta go say a quick hi to Izzy.
Yeah,
But
no worries. All good.
It's been fun.
Oh, I
No
think-
worries. We'll wrap this
Alright,
episode
thank
up.
you for joining.
We're gonna wrap up this episode anyway. So thanks to the American Cole for joining us and for having
We'll call
some.
this the American episode.
Yes, the real American episode because we had him before in the Reddit one. So
Poor
yes,
guy. He's not even a real American. But
doesn't know he's a real American.
Can you believe that guy? Can you believe that guy thinks he's American? He's from Alaska.
Claims he's Puerto
It's like
Rican.
Russia.
I mean, essentially, yes. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. This has been a blast, and it's good to get back into the ring of ding ding. So yes,
I'm gonna play Blade of God at some point.
right.
It's
Yes.
free on Epic Games, and it looks like essentially.
Well, Troy,
Dark
before we
Souls.
wrap up, we have
It's
to
like a
play
Dark Souls game.
moving out.
What's
Well,
moving out?
The one you sent to me a while ago.
Hold on, Valve Hardware server. I don't
Oh, it
know.
doesn't matter. What episode? Troy, hit the outro, please.
Why? But we've only been recording for.
We're gonna do 2
we haven't
episodes.
reached an hour yet. It hasn't been. We're doing 2.
Yes, I thought.
What? Oh, okay. Hold on.
We are the voices of the street.
I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
come on.
Well, I'm out, guys.
Oh, okay.
This is what's cool now. I think I'm done. I
didn't
no
know-
longer have any connection to this world. I'm gonna go home and...
Thank you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go home. Okay,
Well, I'm out,
that's.
guys. This is what's cool now. I think I'm done. I no longer have any connection to this world. I'm gonna go home and kill...
Oh, you did it too late.
I know. I can
Although to be
edit
fair,
it.
he said kill. He didn't say what. All right.
I'm gonna go home and kill.
See you next time.
You're going to love this. Trust me.
I'm gonna go home. All right, if it
Alright, I'm
stop.
gonna stop.